Yo, guys, guess what? We're here. It's been 2 weeks. I miss you guys so much.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
I gotta tell you,
is that what Kelly looks like?
that is what Kelly looks like, man. Look,
That's
he just got the side of his head shaved, you know. So
Well, I just a little bit. You can see my little
His
thing.
Viking
That's
not
right.
as extra erect today.
we were just kind of complimenting on your erection in the back of your head. It's very at attention. You know what I mean? It's like
Yep, I have a very erect hair.
that's true. You do.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Nice.
I'm not
It's
gonna
like
lie.
the opposite of like high and tight. It's just high and floppy.
It's high in flight.
Something like high and there you go.
Is that kind of like when I play Bayonetta and she's covered in hair and I'm hard? Is that kind of the same concept?
Yeah.
Similar.
Dude,
similar.
you are not the only one that gets an erection every time a girl punches you or a guy. Doesn't matter. It's very awkward. But listen, I'm going to tell you something. I almost forgot what it felt like to be behind a camera or in front of a camera. Yeah, in front of a camera, because I haven't streamed in forever and you guys have been taking care of the weeklies for me. And it's very weird. So leading up to this point, even though it's been like less than, I don't know, a week, I was kind of like a little nervous about it for some reason. I don't know why. I'm fucking weird.
Oh.
It is what it
Fucking
is.
weird.
Yeah. So how's it going, guys?
Pretty
I
weird,
miss
dude.
you. I miss all of you.
It's going
Yeah.
all right, man. It's
We
going
miss
all right.
you.
Perfect. Tony,
Kelly,
yeah, okay. Kelly, Tony, whatever. Go ahead.
Kelly, what are you drinking today?
So I got some double bag courtesy of Vermont. Actually courtesy of Carrie.
Ooh.
She was very generous and donating a 12-pack of this to me because technically it's expired, but
Nice.
doesn't taste
Hold
like
on. It's expired for retail.
for retail.
It's past its sell by date. But
Right.
its consume by date is whenever the fuck you want, really.
It really is. Anybody's, if you're brave enough, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
right.
Now, it's as long as you don't cool it off, heat it up, room temperature, not just like on the stove, and then cool it, heat it, cool. You know what I mean?
I was
It should
thinking
be
about
fine.
boiling. I was thinking about boiling my beer today, so
Yeah, that's
You
what I
should
do.
you should
Yeah.
do that because I'm not gonna tell you what I'm drinking. It's blatantly obvious, but
Yep.
it's still delicious. I don't care what anyone says. It's so good.
I'm on straight Jägermeister today, so
I'm on
Hey.
Oh, you had
courtesy
a,
of
dude, you had a
courtesy of
hard day.
Germany.
You had a hard fucking day, didn't you?
I mean,
I'm
all
actually
of them have
drinking water by City of Bangor.
been water. What the fuck is that?
weird flex, but okay.
Water by City.
what-
It's the new
Hey,
cool.
listen, I'm staying hydrated.
What
That's
proof
right.
is that?
Yeah, what? Can you taste the
Yo, that
runoff?
could be vodka in there.
That's true. Oh, speaking of vodka, here's something just kind of about vodka. So, you know how there's a lot of distilleries that are making like hand sanitizer and stuff?
Yeah.
So the state went and picked up a whole bunch of this stuff. And he brings it back and they've got these boxes. And he goes, look at this. It's all hand sanitizer. He pulls it out and they're just putting it in vodka bottles. Just big, huge handles of vodka.
Nice.
And that's how they're selling them. And I think that's a great idea. So I grabbed one and I'm smelling it and I'm like, oh my God, it almost smells like vodka.
That
I don't
will
know if it's just in that
definitely
container.
Disinfect it.
Yeah. I'm sitting here smelling vodka and I'm like, okay, I'm tempted, but I know I shouldn't be drinking this.
It'll definitely disinfect like the bad day that you just had.
Exactly. Yeah.
And also kill you,
It's-
probably.
It's gonna do something.
Yeah, it's going to do something, that's for sure. I have to give some big news right now because I think it's big news. I know everybody owns it. Yes, I'm going to use my hands. Let me just use my hands. Can I grab you
Italian
from
Dave.
there? Can I grab you guys from
Italian
there?
Dave in action.
Praise the sun.
No, I'm not using my hands. I'm going to play with this instead. One of the biggest games, one of the absolute biggest games is free for the next few days on the Epic Store. And I think I think that is fantastic. It's Grand Theft Auto 5. That's a
shit.
massive move. It's a power move by Epic.
That is.
You know, I know it's about time for the game to kind of be free somewhere, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, PC, whatever. But that is a massive power move by Epic. And it was such a crazy move that it has crashed the Epic Store. So you can get this starting today at noon until the 21st. So as long as you go on the Epic Store and actually get it, you get it free forever. Which you don't have to. You have to sign up, obviously. You have to have an account, but there's no fee or anything, you know. And I think that's fantastic. I think that's great. So
that's enough motivation for me to download the Epic Games.
Yeah,
I know. I
haven't found a reason to until now.
PlayStation 3, Xbox 360.
Yeah.
The 1, the 2s, the 5s, whatever. You got it for everything.
I have it on PS3 and PS4, but fuck it, might as well have it on PC too, right?
You really should, because you can mod, and I always wanted to mess around with mods.
That too,
because it looks fun.
I want to make Trevor Goku, and I want to fly around.
Yeah, on your cloud Nimbus.
Yes.
I just actually want to be the Hulk.
Exactly what I want.
The Nimbus 2000.
And just Hulk around.
Right. Just grab the I've seen it. You just grab the fucking cars and you just humchuck them.
Wing them, yeah.
Hulk around,
which is great
around.
because I actually already owned GTA 5 for PC.
Hulk up and get down.
I would definitely love to actually play the game for some reason, but I can't right now because I'm currently at the moment playing Halo 2 on Steam, and it's honestly, it feels like a completely different fucking game. Like, it's unreal. Like,
and it can. I played. What did I play? I played a first-person shooter game. I don't even remember which one, but it feels so different. But it feels different on PC. It feels incredibly different on PC for some reason.
Yeah, at 144 hertz, I mean, anything would feel like a new game.
Absolutely. We do have to thank a couple people right now. Kenzie said, I know y'all don't usually do stars on the podcast. Who said that? Who said that?
No,
Nobody
we'll
said
do stars
that.
anywhere.
No, we
will do stars anytime of the fucking day.
But I miss seeing you all together. She said, I miss seeing you all together and hope.
Facebook, we will gladly accept stars.
She said, I miss seeing you all together, and I hope everyone is holding up well. 1,200 stars. Thank you so much, Kenzie. We really appreciate that. Brandon Edmonds came in with 1,000 stars. Brandon, thank you so much. He also came back with... Wait, he came back with 50 again, and then another 1,000, and another 185. Brandon, thank you so much, man. That puts you at the top of the leaderboard. Oh my god,
$22 I think we ever made.
Dude, he's
at this point, we're basically up on the stage, and Brandon's just
yeah.
Well,
I guess
actually making it rain right now.
I guess this is in order.
It's raining stars.
Dude, don't fucking tempt me. Dude. Don't fucking tempt me. It's happening.
Hey, Brandon, could you stick the next wad of stars into my song?
Hey, any more stars and I'll take my shirt off.
Hold on. No, don't take your shirt off. Two more things. Shane came in with 1,000 stars. Thank you so much, Shane. That's a 6-week streak.
Shane's the man.
And Christine came in with 85 stars. Thank you so much, you guys.
Oh my god,
we really appreciate that.
For all of you, we love all of you.
We really do. Okay, so we're gonna come at you guys with a little bit of more news, some gaming. There's been some things that have happened in the past 2 weeks. Ghost of Tsushima. Have you guys seen that yet?
I watched over half of that trailer, and holy fuck, am I so glad that I pre-ordered the collector's edition of that, guys.
I'll have you know, I watched 13 minutes of that.
Wow,
I didn't see a single ghost.
Yeah, right.
I didn't see a ghost, and I didn't see any sushi.
Yeah, I didn't see any sushimi.
So it looked absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
but I may have overstepped my bounds when I said, "Oh, it looks like a Japanese version of Red Dead Redemption 2."
Red Dead Redemption,
or even a Japanese version of Assassin's Creed.
Big open area. Eric, I can see you just fucking burning over there. Jumped on a horse, just took off, and okay, go ahead. Rip me a new one. Do it. I can take it.
Nani. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Yeah. But it's not. I'm not saying it is like just a Japanese version of Red Dead Redemption 2, but it just has the open style, the horse, and those are the only two things.
Okay.
Dave Sanwa
drawing that conclusion because both the games have horses.
Have horses. There was water in a stream. Does that mean anything? Is this like a Red Dead Redemption 2.5?
Red Dead Redemption 0.06.
Yeah, yeah. It was just a comparison. Yeah, but maybe it was a bad one.
That's fair.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it just looks beautiful. Well, I'd never said that I agree.
Yeah, I mean, at least I didn't say. At least I didn't say, "Oh, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, it looks the same." I mean,
that's basically what I heard, though.
Does the protagonist? Does the protagonist in Ghost of Tsushima?
Both video games.
I knew you guys were gonna rip me about this. I knew it.
Does the protagonist
on our private Discord chat later? Dave's gonna be like, "You guys make fun of me."
No, I really won't, because I don't mind it, because sometimes I say really dad things. You know what I mean?
Dude, that was a very dad thing, Dave.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That's why we call you Daddy Dave.
When you guys start playing Ghost of Tsushima, I'm gonna say, "Is this Mario?"
Does a protagonist of Ghost of Tsushima ever say, "Get on, Dad"?
I'm pretty sure.
I hope it does. I hope he does. Yeah.
It's all right, girl. It's all right. It's all right, girl.
You know what definitely looks like Red Dead Redemption 2?
What?
SnowRunner.
SnowRunner. I know that you're teasing us about SnowRunner, but damn, we are enjoying that game a lot.
Hey, listen,
For some weird reason, it's just addicting, and we can't stop. In fact, we're playing it Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit upset that when I went into Kelly's stream, I explicitly in the chat 3 times put "make the car go honk," and he never did.
I thought I
never
did.
made it go honk.
You know what? I like hitting the horn, and I only hit it by accident.
Yeah.
Because when you're going around the cliffs and stuff, where you're in mud and you're trying to really move around and all this shit's happening, and you start hitting R3 and L3, you don't know why. It's just happening.
Like playing SnowRunner or having sex? Because I do all of that.
I always hit R3 when I'm having sex. Go get the controller, honey. It's gonna be fine.
I throw a frag grenade.
That's my power play. That's my finisher.
But I know that you laughed about the game in the beginning, but it's got a very weird charm to it. It really does.
It does.
And you know what? I'm not going to fault anybody for that. It definitely looks like it can have some sort of zen, and I really know that there's no accounting for taste.
Right.
Basically,
in the bad kind.
You guys, this is like the Dark Souls of weird, boring-looking off-road vehicle games.
And it's slow. It's so slow.
Yeah.
When we first got it, I'm like, nobody's gonna enjoy this. Nobody's going to enjoy this.
We literally had this conversation. We were like, no one's going to like to watch us play this game. And
we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it because we usually just play things that we really want to play, and that makes it more enjoyable for people. But there's a comedy around this shit, mostly because we just can't keep the fucking things up straight anyway. The damn car,
Dude,
it's not my it's not.
I think people watch the streams to see us fail.
Right.
I can't be engaged in this conversation and play Halo 2 at the same time.
I can't do it. It's so difficult. But yeah, we are enjoying it. But Ghost of Tsushima, I'm pretty excited to play that game. I'm very excited. It looks beautiful. The grass looked phenomenal in it, which is weird.
It looks like the most grass.
Bro.
Is that all you got out of the video? But yeah, you look at detail, you look at the rocks, you look at the textures and all that stuff, and yeah, fucking grass. Come on, guys.
You know what I think I'm actually more excited to play?
What's that?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster.
Dude,
that is big news.
That's a good segue into another big news piece.
Grass and skateboards. Yep.
I never saw that coming, and I am so stoked now.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I think Kelly can appreciate this more than anyone. We got official word last night that Headstrong by Trapped is going to be on the soundtrack.
Oh,
yeah. I know.
Aren't they redoing the whole thing
for years?
Same music though?
Eric.
Aren't they doing the same music?
So it's most of the same soundtrack. They confirmed that they didn't confirm what's missing, but they confirmed that some of the original soundtrack is missing. But Headstrong is on there, so Everything's
That's it.
good. That's
That's
it.
it.
Doesn't even
We'll
need to
take
be-
you on. Headstrong, we'll take on anyone.
anyone.
Right.
Listen,
But,
as
I'm
far as
surprised that any
concerned,
company
I only
wants
need 4 songs like on that entire game. I need Superman by Goldfinger.
Oh fuck! I love that.
And
I love it,
yeah.
I
man.
need
Oh yeah.
Guerrilla Radio by Rage. I
Yep.
need Blood Brothers by Papa Roach.
Yep.
And I need what was that? NWA and Anthrax.
Let me
Yeah.
play. Let me play.
I'm pretty sure you forgot When Worlds Collide by Power Man 5000.
I love Power Man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
See you
yeah.
later, guys.
Just saying.
Dude, let me
Just
play
saying.
Spider-Man for you. I mean, Superman for you. It's gonna be great. Hold on.
Oh man.
Even though you can't hear
Yeah,
it
hold on, we're gonna
because of my
we're gonna
noise
do a
suppression.
duet.
Yeah, this is the way it's gonna happen.
All right, but
Did you get the
anyway,
same sense? I
so-
apologize.
So what's funny, and yes, this is the Ocarina of Time. Look at that! Look at that Triforce! Look at it! But anyway, so it's funny. I just last week I bought a Dreamcast finally for my console
That's definitely awesome.
collection.
Can you speak
And-
into the mic a little bit more? I can't hear you.
No. So anyway, so I picked up a Dreamcast finally, added that to my console collection. I'm having a blast with it. And one thing that I've been enjoying about it is, of course, a lot of PS1 and N64 games got ported to the Dreamcast, and those
Dude,
are kind
I've
of like
always
the
wanted
cleanest-
a Dreamcast.
yeah, it's cool. But those are kind of like the cleanest versions of those games as the Dreamcast one, since that's the most powerful of those systems.
That's
Oh,
because I hit
good.
the wrong button on my keyboard again, and I apologize. It's happening again. I'm not going to touch my keyboard anymore. All right, listen up. We're talking about the good thing I just talked for fucking 10 minutes.
Good job.
Yeah, I
Dave.
know.
But this kid, he did it so close to the top of the ramp that he almost didn't do it. So you could definitely tell that he almost didn't make it.
But
The thing
still,
about it
we're
is though
biffed it.
too. Okay, so the thing about it is like obviously if you weigh more, you're probably going to carry more speed down the ramp. But at the same time, if you weigh less, you're probably going to fly in. You're going to have less resistance to fly in the air.
Right.
It's kind of like one of those give and take things because he's going to have less speed down the ramp, but better air travel.
Aerodynamics.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was impressive nonetheless. I encourage everybody to take a look at it after the podcast.
Definitely physics. Yeah.
Physics.
Solar
101.
winds.
Yeah.
Solar wind. Yeah. It's something to do with like moonstones. Something like no.
Mercury's
Yeah,
in
probably.
retrograde too.
Exactly.
So I'm sure that probably has something.
Yeah, exactly. What Tony said.
Okay.
I mean,
So
Tony's sitting right in front of the Northern Lights, so I mean, there's some weird shit going on right now.
There's
Right.
Yeah.
there's a northern light and there's a southern light,
Yeah.
a southeastern light.
So are you guys excited about Valhalla?
Yeah.
I'd say that's
Yeah.
it's probably the first Assassin's Creed that's really grabbed my interest in a very long time.
And dude, it's by the creators of two amazing Assassin's Creed games, Origins and Black Flag. I mean, and Origins was great. So
I mean, as I mentioned
I don't
before,
care, I loved it.
My most recent favorite one is Syndicate. I
Right.
fucking love Syndicate.
Syndicate's
And-
underrated for sure.
Yeah. And
Very
and
underrated.
prior to that, the first couple are just unbeatable to me. But no, honestly, this is the first Assassin's Creed game that I can say I'm truly hyped for since 2. 2 is the last one that really I was like, I have to get it fucking day
Yeah.
one. I'm on it.
Two was amazing.
So
I
what is
really
it about
enjoyed
this
two.
one? What is it about this one that makes you guys so excited about it?
Vikings.
Okay, so that's the key thing. Vikings.
I mean,
What the fuck
that-
else do you need?
I mean that's one of the things,
Cats?
but
All the guys
It's
look
got
like
cats.
Kelly.
He is our
How could
Viking
you not
love
be
guide.
exciting?
I've always said
it
it.
should just be called Assassin's Creed Kelly.
Yep.
That would sell.
Assassin's
Why
Kelly.
even put that much effort into it? Instead of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, just call it Kelly.
Right. Exactly.
go.
So
That's
I
what
did
I'm
see a
gonna
little
call
bit
it
of
while I'm
a.
playing it.
They're synonymous.
That's
did
what I'm
see a
gonna
little-
call it while I'm making sweet, passionate love to it. I'm gonna just be caressing the disc. Oh, Kelly.
I saw one article that made me a little excited because, I'm a cat guy. What are you going to do? And evidently Vikings may or may not have brought cats into battle with them.
Yep.
So if I had a cat companion, I wouldn't be sad about it. Dovahkiin, I'd take a little calico because I like calicos, or a black cat. I'm a simple guy with simple pleasures. You know what I mean?
I mean, I just like the fact that this is chronologically speaking the third Assassin's Creed in Assassin's Creed history. So I think the addition of bringing the Templars into this and adding how they're all going to basically how it's all going to add up and make sense with like the Assassin's Order and everything. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, the next one's going to be Assassin's Creed When Kids Actually Went to School. 2019 edition.
although I can't help but to feel like they're kind of just riding on this wave of Norse mythology like being a thing in games. Like I feel it's getting very close to being overplayed at this point.
Yeah,
vampires. Like vampires
on the cusp.
At one time, I enjoyed vampires.
It's almost the next zombies. Like I
have to agree with you, Eric.
There.
I was almost hoping that they would go like a Japanese style with it more so
I've
than
been
Norse
wanting
mythology.
that
I have to.
So you're saying
I want to literally be a fucking ninja. Why?
Dude, same.
It's right there. It's so obvious.
Ninja Gaiden Black. Ninja Gaiden Black remake done.
Except that game, all I do is die in that game because I suck at it.
I mean, it's Ninja Gaiden.
I love it, but I suck at it.
Yeah,
I was okay at it. Not good.
Oh, you weren't. Shut the fuck up.
I said not good. I said not good. I was okay.
No, actually,
mediocre.
I came across an article that actually perfectly kind of segues into the Assassin's Creed Valhalla topic, or the love fest that we've got going on. You know, if you're anything like me, and after Assassin's Creed 2, you just kind of checked out because, like, you know, why bother at that point?
Enough said.
I actually just found out that on PlayStation right now, there's actually a big sale going on, and you can actually get Assassin's Creed Origins Gold Edition for $20, and you can actually get Assassin's Creed Odyssey Ultimate Edition for $30,
which is a fucking good.
That includes all the DLC for each game. That is a hell of a deal because Origins Gold Edition is still $120.
Yeah,
and Odyssey is still $100. Yeah. So that's
and honestly, both of those games DLC are amazing. I can say from platinuming both games and playing all of the DLC, like
I'm gonna go on a weird little tangent here.
Oh fuck! You're gonna hurt me, aren't you? You're gonna hurt me.
This is already starting to get weirdly like the last podcast.
Right here.
This is like it's gonna be quick. It's a quick point, but it's like slightly off topic. Like it's topic parallel, I guess. One thing I always thought was weird about the Assassin's Creed franchise is I feel like some of them were marketed very poorly. For instance, when Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was coming out,
dude,
in fact, this is the reason
I
why
will agree. I'm on the same wavelength you are here.
This is the reason I kind of fell after 2 was because when Brotherhood was coming out, all of the press material for it, every trailer, everything that everybody said about it was, oh, multiplayer. This game's got multiplayer. Look at it. You got 2 players. There's more than 1 player. It has multiplayer. Wait. I literally did not know until like Black Flag came out that Brotherhood had a single player campaign and a pretty fucking decent one at that.
Yeah.
Then Unity.
That's like Call of Duty's, man.
Yeah, they did the same exact thing with Unity. Granted, Unity didn't have any redeeming features.
No,
but
Unity is fucking garbage.
When it came out,
garbage pile.
When it was coming out, all of the press footage, multiplayer. Yep. So I'm like, why should I give a shit? Like, as a person who predominantly just likes single player campaigns, I'm like, if this is like a multiplayer only Assassin's Creed, sign me the fuck out. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then I find out later on that it actually has a full single player campaign. It just happens to have a multiplayer mode. And I'm like, wow, they did a really shitty job selling me on a game that I probably would have bought day one if I knew it had a campaign.
Yeah. Well, they do that a lot with like Call of Duties too. It's no different. All these first-person shooter games.
Yeah.
The first.
Then again, I don't play Call of Duty, so I'm not exposed to
I will tell you, the newest one,
the
the single-player campaign is. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. But you never heard about it.
But you see, the thing is, though, is Call of Duty has always been known primarily for its multiplayer. Like it's
true. So it's like a reverse Assassin's Creed.
The single player campaigns do have its fans. Like there are people that love the Call of Duty campaigns, but the very vast majority of people that play Call of Duty play it for the multiplayer. So it makes sense for them to gear their marketing strictly towards that. When
Right.
Brotherhood came out, that was the first Assassin's Creed to feature multiplayer. So obviously the only fans they had were fans of single player story-driven games.
It just made no sense whatsoever. They were just like multiplayer, and everyone's just like, wait, but
like,
there's a
they
right?
literally didn't even like tack on like, oh yeah, there is a single player campaign, but check this out. It was literally just, oh yeah, in Brotherhood you're going to be able to invade people's towns and you're going to sneak around and you got the blades and you stab them with the blades. It's Assassin's Creed, but with more people.
You just stab them
with the blade.
you got the thing. You go and you know that's all good, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that with other people. I just want to do it by myself. I just want to play with my own blade.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
You can play with your own blade.
Yes,
Well,
I can.
You're free to.
And
when-
I do.
When your wife, when your wife's not taking care of it, you know. But sorry, you were going to say something, Tony?
Blade. Huh?
You were going to say something?
Yeah, 3 questions, Eric. Did that game have multiplayer?
No. Next question.
Okay. Do you care about multiplayer?
Extremely so. Next question.
And does it have single player?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I think I missed the entire point of that.
All
I
right,
do want
good.
a story
Nailed it.
co-op Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, co-op. Oh my god! Don't even.
Story-
Get me started. I would love co-op. in
I don't
Assassin's
ever want another regular multiplayer. I like multiplayer co-op.
Same.
Like the story,
co-
the main stories.
Story co-op is good, but multiplayer, no.
No, just 2 people,
2 people's all
Just
you
2.
need, really.
maybe 4.
That's it. Not even
Yeah,
having
so
a
you
single
can do
player
Four
in the
may be
game.
good.
I can do 4.
That's it.
I don't want
2
100.
people.
No, or,
You know?
even 16. 16 is way too much. 4
Yeah.
is good.
Don't even have
300?
NPCs.
I don't want
in the game.
300 either.
Just 2 people.
I don't want 12. I don't want 72. I definitely don't want 637.
No.
I don't want 6.
I don't
I
want
want 2 or 4.
Do you want
That's it.
666 420 69?
What I really love,
Yes, that is the number I do want.
I really love
Absolutely.
Edgy
the
boys for life.
I like being able to do the story co-op like on Breakpoint and Far Cry and stuff like this. I like that. I enjoy
mean,
that. But I would like to have an Assassin's Creed version of that.
I like doing a story co-op like Breakpoint, except I like it to be a better game than Breakpoint.
You know what? You can go fuck
Fair.
yourself, buddy.
Fair.
You can go fuck yourself real hard. Real hard.
Wicked ad, bub.
Wicked
Fair.
hard, bub. Yeah, go sit on it. You see this thing right here I'm playing with? You see this? Sit on it.
How do you know I'm not sitting on it right now?
You asshole.
As we speak.
No, I like games like that. Those, you know, story co-op. It's good. It's fun.
You know,
I don't
What
like
was
not being
really
able to
good-
progress with them though. But go ahead.
it was really good that Ubisoft doesn't want to acknowledge what's really good. Splinter Cell. And what
Oh,
was
here
a
we go.
really, really fun multiplayer co-op mode was Theory, which I never hear anybody fucking talk about.
Can you say that one more time? You cut out in the right moment.
Yeah, you did.
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory had a
Chaos
co-op
Theory.
mode,
That was it.
Chaos Theory.
and it was so fucking fun, and I never hear people talk about it. And I want them to do, like, if they did a whole game of Chaos Theory's multiplayer co-op story, I would buy 7 copies
You know what?
for no reason.
You know what,
Ethan.
you know what game was really amazing that I just thought of on my own right now? Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
Oh shit!
great.
Great thinking, Tony. Look
And
at
I've
you.
said this probably 6, maybe 7 times, maybe twice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just Cause should have been co-op.
That's
there's
the
no
first time
fucking-
I've ever heard you say that.
There's no need of it.
Cause should have been good.
Well, they made a
Oh!
they made a PC version. The PC version had to be modded to do multiplayer, and
Right.
that should have never happened.
No.
So now the game is kind of dead. I mean, it was dying since the first one.
Should have.
Really?
Oh, I could tell that it was dead since they were selling the Just Cause 4 like complete ultimate XXL edition for $7.
And I still didn't buy it.
I think it's
And
even
this
less
point,
now,
it's basically
man.
Just like a fire sale. They're just like, listen, just get rid of the copy that we have.
Yeah.
Which is we'll be done with it. Just let them have it.
I'm
All right?
convinced
We
not a
gotta
lot of people played the Sky
have it in the
Fortress.
library.
I'm very convinced that not a lot of people played the Sky Fortress DLC on that.
That way, I think they can pump up those numbers when they show it to the board. Look, we sold 7 million copies, but you made $7 million.
Yet it costs $55 million to make the damn thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, that tornado that's in the very newest one, number 3, is probably number 3 or 4. I can't remember now.
4.
That tornado
is it
itself.
just
Being
Four
such a
literally-
fan of the series, you can't seem to remember. Which
It's
one
right over here. It's right over here.
Isn't 4 literally just 3 with tornadoes?
Yeah, but the tornado itself was probably $1 million by itself.
Okay,
very
was
cool.
it worth $60?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
The fun you can have in that game is unreal. You can launch cows into fucking space, dude.
Is
Okay,
like,
that is
Nintendo just like
Yeah.
geniuses right now? Like they've obviously made a killing on Switches. They've made a killing on Animal Crossing, and now they just announced without any bells and whistles at all, new Paper Mario game, Origami King, coming out in
Yeah.
July.
That's
comes out
I like that.
It's
I'm okay with that.
and then at the end of May, you've got Xenoblade Definitive Edition, which I'm definitely gonna pick up.
I am so getting that. I need to play that so bad.
I noticed this morning that a bunch of people were wildly excited about a game called Elder Scrolls Blades.
No,
That is for Switch.
nobody was ever excited about
No,
that.
there was a group of people I saw, and I'm like, why? I played it 2 years ago on the fucking mobile,
Picks
and it was
Or
awful.
it didn't happen.
I'm gonna go find it right. No, I can't. I can't touch the keyboard. Fucking bad shit
give me a
happens.
list, if you could give me a list of names of
Those
all the people
people?
that are
Yeah.
excited for that, so I can block them all on every
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it.
appreciate it.
It was awful. It was absolutely awful. It was awful on mobile, and all you did was make the mobile device a little bit bigger on Switch. I mean, it's awful.
Pretty much.
gonna do?
Realistically, yeah.
But
Oh,
there
also,
aren't that many.
I don't-
sorry.
Just
I
give
don't
me
know if you've read this article, but I did read from I think it was like a head of Bethesda PR that said that they want to set realistic expectation for people, and said that any details for Elder Scrolls 6 are at least a couple years away.
yes.
Gross.
They explicitly said to look back at Bethesda Game Studios
Gross.
development time per game, like how long it takes in between games, and remember that Starfield is their next game, so every
Yeah.
game that they've ever released has been like 2 to 3 years apart from each other, if not more. And Fallout 76 is a couple of years old now, right? Something like that. I don't
Yeah, it's
know.
almost 2 years old.
I
Yep.
mean,
So-
that,
You know,
that shouldn't
in
have taken them nearly as long. as-
barely a game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, it's something.
Sorry, Jason. We know you love it, but you're wrong.
I did
Okay?
see somebody. I did see somebody in chat say, "I wanted a co-op Fallout, but I got 76 instead."
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
you poor
Ethan.
thing.
Yeah.
I will say
But,
also
no,
that
so-
Chris Wiley said I played Blades on mobile and I liked it.
So Starfield is at least still like a year away, if not.
I would say we see that in 2021.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
yeah.
And then it's going to be at least 2 to 3 years after that before we see Elder
So
Scrolls 6,
2024.
Which I just want to. One thing I want to mention real quick is
Don't say that.
Starfield. I am intrigued by Starfield, but I don't know if I trust Bethesda Game Studios to do a space game.
Yeah.
I don't
That
know
would
if
be
they have it in
weird.
them. Especially if they're still using the fucking creation engine or whatever it's called.
No.
Yeah.
Whatever engine they've been using since like the 90s.
Didn't
It's garbage. It needs to be thrown out. Stop it. Fucking stop it.
didn't they build that? Wasn't
They
that
did.
did.
And
Didn't
they
they
didn't
own
do a
it?
very
Yeah.
fucking good
Good.
job at it.
right?
But
They're building
I
it
think-
because it's cheap for them.
it's kind of a testament to their ingenuity when I think Bethesda's best game was using an engine that they didn't even create. It would Oblivion, they just use Havoc.
Yeah, right?
So
Right.
you know what?
There you go.
Give us more of that.
And,
Just go back to what you know.
yeah.
And also, I just realized something just now because it actually ties into what Eric just said a little bit in the sense that they're the same, a similar word in there. I have been confusing Starfield and Starlink this whole
Oh
time.
shit! Yeah,
What about Star Citizen?
Citizen. Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Or
And
Stardew Valley,
And Star Wars?
Star Trek.
Oh my
Also,
god!
Dancing
what are we
with the
doing?
Stars? It's all the
of that,
fucking same shit.
Give us stars.
But no, like Star Starlink.
Starfield. Link?
Starfield.
Starlink is
Fuck.
on sale on the Nintendo eShop.
Fuck you,
For like
Tony.
$14
He ruined
right
it now. He ruined
Yeah.
it.
But no, Starfield, I don't know if Bethesda is capable, Bethesda Game Studio specifically is capable of pulling off a game of that scope. And even if they are capable of pulling off something halfway decent, like the Obsidian already released the Outer Worlds. Like, is
Yeah.
Starfield have a single fucking hope of being half as good as the Outer Worlds? I doubt it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want
doubt
it to
it.
be good. I
My-
do, but
My
fuck.
faith in Bethesda creating a realistic and entertaining space game is just about as up there as my faith in Hello Games creating an entertaining space game.
I want a Hello Kitty
Uh,
space game.
I want a Hello Neighbor.
All right, guys, just so
Oh
you know,
my
I'm
God,
quitting
yes.
Winter House Gaming. Thank you for your time. Have a
Yeah,
good-
he's like, I'm out. For that reason,
I'm good.
I'm out.
Has anyone here actually ever played Starlink?
No.
No. I had a
Okay.
friend that played it, and I don't remember if he said it was any good.
Okay, because it's on sale on the eShop for like $14 right now.
Don't you have to have the actual toys
As-
with it too?
I was gonna say, first of all, it's a toys to life
For
thing. So I'm
child.
pretty sure.
Oh, it is?
don't-
Okay, because
I don't know if you have to have the
all of
toys.
the videos that I ever saw,
but-
it never mentioned any of that.
No, like Disney
know,
Infinity.
Tried to make a big deal of
Yeah.
highlighting the fact that Star Fox is in it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the only reason they sold any copies because from what I understand, the game itself is just kind of, but it happens to have Star Fox in it, and that's cool.
And it turned into collectibles more than anything.
Yeah.
Is what I got out of the whole thing. Even before it was made. I was like, yeah, it's just collectibles.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Because that's the only thing that, kids play the Disney Infinity thing for just a few days, and it's collectibles.
No,
Like this stuff right here. Collectibles.
I did find out.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
don't see... yeah,
collecting.
What's a collectible?
I don't have collectibles back there.
No,
Right. But
I don't
anyway,
even-
I would be
don't even-
curious.
don't
I
even-
would be curious to physically play it, but I wouldn't pay over $10 for it.
No, it definitely seemed like it's a something for sure.
It
For
is
sure.
a
How
video
much
game.
I know.
What are you gonna do though?
Here's something
Technically,
funny,
it
just
is
like a
a video
quick
game.
little anecdote.
Okay, go ahead.
So I installed Red Dead 2 for PC today. And just out of sheer morbid curiosity, I turned all the settings up to ultra maximum settings, even the shit that didn't matter, turned it all the way up. Ran a benchmark test, 20 frames a second.
Oof.
Perfect.
And
Ouch.
you know the equipment that I have in my PC.
Yeah,
PC.
your PC's a fucking beast.
I know. And I was frankly a little bit flabbergasted. I'm just like, oh, it should be fine. Nope. 26 frames a second
mean,
was the
it's-
highest.
Red Dead 2, so
Yeah.
I'm not
So-
surprised, honestly.
Huh?
I'm not that surprised just because of the fact that it is a game that big.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
And
I,
Rockstar
although I
does-
did figure I was gonna get a little bit more mileage
Right.
out of it than
And-
fucking 20 frames.
I mean,
But-
granted, the last of their games that I've played on PC so far is Grand Theft Auto 4. Pretty soon it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 5 once I get it for free on the Epic Game Store. But
Right.
Rockstar isn't exactly known for optimizing their games well for PC.
You're
I d-
absolutely right. And I did take
I don't know if
it
they've
did
gotten better
take
over the
me
years.
about half an hour to actually be able to boot the game after configuring with the settings, and that fucking DRM software that they use is horrendous. It's frankly garbage. But when I did get it to work, game looked fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm sure.
It is a real
Wowee.
treat for the eyes
Wow.
and ears.
So beautiful. What a game.
Yes. They're still making stuff for Mortal Kombat 11. I thought that game was dead already.
It feels like it's dead.
Nah, fam.
What is it?
Mortal Kombat 11. I thought it
Oh,
died out quick, but evidently it
I
did
mean,
not.
I mean, I know one like hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, and he is always excited when Mortal Kombat stuff comes out. I just happen to work with him, so I always like hear about
You hear
it.
about
and
it
I'm like,
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, cool, RoboCop, whatever. I don't give a shit. But I mean, I'm happy for him that he's happy about it, I guess. Kind of like how we all feel about Jason with Fallout 76. Like, Jason,
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm glad that you
I
like
love you,
something.
Jason, but damn, dude.
I'm happy.
He loves
that
it, man.
you're
He loves
happy,
it.
But fuck, it sucks, dude. It fucking sucks.
It really does.
I'm glad you like it, though. I'm glad you like it.
I
You're
do have
entitled
fun.
to your
I do
wrong
have
opinion.
fun when I play with him, but I've noticed I don't really play with anyone else. And
because he's just a fun guy.
but he's a fun guy. But he's so excited about it that it makes me sort of excited about it.
Yeah,
And
right.
when I'm not playing it, I'm
infectious.
just like, I don't
So
care
he's
where that
definitely
went.
the most. It's not even like Fallout 6 that's fun. It's him that's fun.
He is
Like, you
fun.
have
I
a
love
good
that
time
guy.
with him.
I love him so much.
Just
Jason-
happened to be playing Fallout 70.
Jason is the Flava Flav of Fallout 76. He's the hype man. He's the one that gets you.
He
fucking
really
excited
is.
about
He
it.
should be the poster boy for that damn game.
He
should be on-
Fucking
he-
Bethesda,
Facebook
hire
says
this
he kind
man.
of is.
Yeah. Well, it's true because we talk about him in that damn game constantly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So-
Bethesda, hire him.
We
He's
love
the
you,
one
Jason.
fucking guy left that gives a shit about your stupid game. So hire.
It is true. It is true. But he just sent me something else. They did a roadmap for 2020 and then also half of 2021, and they're very ambitious about keeping that damn game alive. The roadmap is quite large.
I wonder how many pieces of
where
that
they're gonna make
roadmap
it-
are going to break the game further.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, let me tell you, all of them, every single one.
Is there any point in that roadmap that they like indicated where they're gonna make it fun?
I didn't read the roadmap. Don't
So-
tell
Are there
Jason
any
that.
points in the roadmap where they're gonna make it an actual RPG?
Like
Ooh.
I wouldn't count.
you can make all the roadmap that you want, honestly, at the end of the day, and have them completely be 100% arbitrary and not have a substantial piece of information in it. Case in point, Anthem.
There you have it.
I've seen at
Yep.
least 30 roadmaps for that game. They all lead into the fucking ditch.
The void.
Okay, so here's just a really quick for the two people that care. There's introducing seasons. They all do it. There's seasons for everything. There's going to be legendary perks added, public teams added, and a colossal problem, which is a new legendary boss event. That's kind of cool. I like legendary bosses. It's neat. Community challenges and meet week event. I don't know what that means. We're just going to move on from that one.
Feature meet week.
That's for summer, so that's it's coming out soon. One Wasteland for All is in the fall. Steel Dawn is a new quest line, which is cool because it gives you a little bit more of a story to do. Daily Ops and
You're damn.
Bombs
I'm gonna let
there's
you
a bombs
finish,
drop
but,
event.
I'm
gonna
tell
finish
you right
it.
now that
I know nobody
Um,
cares. It's fine.
ESO is one of the greatest MMOs to come out recently.
What is it?
ESO?
ESO? Yeah, ESO is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the
You
last
gonna
one's
play Grey
Winter.
Moore? I got it all pre-ordered, man.
The Fractured Steel is the last one, which actually sounds kind of cool. So
I'm trying to get you to stop talking about this.
no, I
boring.
know. It is boring to you, but it's not boring to everybody. So those are the three things that are happening for the roadmap, if anybody's interested. And probably Jason and Ethan are about the only ones.
Oh wow! Would you
'Cause
look
he
at
beat
that?
it.
In the past 3 minutes that you spent talking about that, we've literally lost all of our followers. Weird.
That's okay. We can't just talk
Wait.
about the only things we love, right?
We're down to
If they
3,
lost
and I'm one of
followers,
them.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Are we doing a numbers game right now?
Numbers game? No, we're not doing a numbers game.
All right, what do we got?
Video games are good.
Are you gonna play Grey Moore with me, Dave?
Me?
Yeah,
I thought it sucked.
Grey Moore.
Yeah.
It's not out yet.
Everyone's saying it already sucks. Everyone's already the whole internet's already saying it already sucks. Yes, I will
Well, that's weird.
I will
I
probably play it. I have to get my character back up leveling though because kind of fell off the map here.
I don't know what
Yeah,
else is coming out in games though.
Yeah, well, so we
I mean,
got
everything.
Cyberpunk. I mean, you can customize your genitals.
Well, there's that, the whole junk
There's
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I can
I
customize
mean-
your genitals without Cyberpunk.
Well, it just
Just
takes
a
a little bit of
good old-
plastic surgery.
There's a good old fashioned cock punch will do it.
I mean, yeah, that
I hated
too.
it blue last week.
So, I don't think the last time I saw that you can customize your genitals was Conan, right?
Yeah, Conan.
And I don't think people really cared. They talked about it for maybe a few
Who
minutes
gives
and
a
then
shit?
just kind of moved on because that game
It's-
disappeared real fast.
Yeah.
I remember you
mean-
showed it to me, and I got a little bit uncomfortable.
I mean,
about-
considering
Yeah,
Look at these pictures of this guy's junk.
considering games that have existed literally since the creation of like character creators in video games, if you created a female character, you have always had the option to customize her boob size, her butt size, all of the fun parts. But it's like you've always been able to do that, but like with guys, you've never had like the option to customize their parts.
Length and
And
girth.
I mean, yeah, you know,
it seems
I mean,
so simple.
it's frankly it's about time. I
Yeah.
mean personally I don't
Yeah.
give a shit, but you know, I'm happy for the people who want to know that their character has a tiny dong or their character has big balls. It's good. It's good
He
for
has the
those
biggest
people.
balls.
I
I
wanna
know,
walk-
like, hey, I know that my character has a tiny dick and big balls because I made him that way. I fucking
Yeah.
made his dick and balls. I crafted them by
He's a
hand.
fucking eunuch. Some shit.
And I think that's cool.
I think
Yeah.
it's important
Good
to.
job.
I think it's important to note that Ethan said ESO was fun to play if I wanted to fall asleep sooner than I usually do. I've played ESO, and honestly, it does get boring. But
Yeah.
those games are meant to be a grind. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. You
Which
know,
is weird,
it's no
like,
different when you play Final Fantasy Realm Reborn.
Yeah,
It's-
it's absolutely is boring. But the weird thing is, it's still more fun than any other MMO that I played.
And also,
I will go out on a limb and say being me, I'm really not a huge MMO guy, but I will go out on a limb and say ESO is definitely better than any MMO I've ever tried, and I've tried a handful of them.
right,
I just can't get into MMOs. There's too much.
I
shit to
can't
do.
either.
dude.
And
There's
no
so
clear
much shit to do.
focus.
There's
Like that's.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean, of
there
course, you know, I
can be. You
streamed,
can create the focus. That's the thing.
Well, that's.
But
the
there's
problem,
a
though.
million of them.
Yeah.
You can
Like I'm a completionist. I like to know that there is a goal.
An end.
That there is
Yeah.
100%. Like it is possible for me to do all of the things and wrap it all up at the end and be done with it. Whereas, like, you know, I mean, I streamed WoW for a while. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I kind of like. I don't want to say I miss streaming it because I didn't really enjoy the game that much, but like I feel bad about the fact that a lot of people really wanted to keep watching me stream it, but I couldn't stay invested in it after a while
Right.
because just like I got to like level 60 or 70, you know, I mean, I got decently far in it, but it just got to a point where you're just doing the same shit over and over again.
you should do
And
what I do
there's
on them.
no goal in sight where I'm like, I don't see the point to keep playing other than to continuously do the things.
You should do
and
what I
don't
do on them.
want to
It's
do that.
it's a very simple thing. If you need a goal, give yourself a level cap, and then once you get to that level cap, just stop playing.
I mean, that's basically
That's what I did. I did that with Realm Reborn. I went to level 50 at the time, which was actually relatively
And-
quick, and then I was like, I think I'm good.
Yeah,
I think I'm
and
good.
if any of our WoW fans are in the chat or listening to this or anything,
Oh,
the one thing that I heard
Oh.
numerous times while I was saying like, well, you know, during my last couple streams of it, I was voicing my opinion on it, saying that like, you know, I mean, it's cool. I understand the allure of the game, but it's just not holding my interest
It's
at this point. Whatever.
boring. Fuck,
I
that
still
game
don't-
was
And
boring.
So many people replied like, "Oh, well, once you hit the level cap, once you hit level 125 or whatever the fuck the level cap is, that's when the game really opens up, and that's what gets really good." I'm like, no,
That's
to
what they
me-
all say.
To me, that should
yeah.
be the goal. To me, it's like, no, when I'm playing an RPG, the end goal is to get to max level. Usually that's the last fucking thing I do. And then I
Right.
can turn off the game and proudly never fucking play it again,
Yeah.
or play it again a few years later on a different system.
Because
if
you
it's
can
Final
sit there
Fantasy
and
VII.
you just said it.
But it's-
Proudly, you can say, I beat that. I beat it.
Whereas like
I don't
if
need to go
the
back.
game opens up once you get to max level and that's when there's more to do, that's when I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm making the right choice by checking out now if that's how it goes. Like I was actually entertaining the option of getting to max level before everybody started saying that, and I'm like, that doesn't sound appealing to me. Sorry.
Right.
That's
That's
not
why
me.
when I play things, I give myself a level cap. I give it just a solid level cap. That's my completion kind of thing. Or if there's a specific battle that needs to be, that you get to, I'll play it until I can get to that point, beat it, and then I'm done.
Right.
This whole Animal Crossing thing, I played it for a little bit, haven't played it since. In all honesty, I'd wait for that stupid fucking dog to get there and play his band thing, and then I'm never playing it again. You know? Yeah. And that's just how I play games also. But I definitely get what you're talking about. They're a fucking grind.
Animal Crossing is a weird anomaly for me that I kind of keep going back to, even though like it kind of has that same issue in a sense.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing is just so fucking charming though. I can't not love it.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, like usually those type of games, they're just completely open-ended with no specific, this is the end point. They don't hold press.
And even adding content, it's overwhelming. The addition of content is kind of overwhelming, especially if you keep adding, let's take, any game that has stuff where you can put inside your home, like on Animal Crossing type thing. They keep adding things that you can buy, and it's overwhelming.
So there's no getting all of the things.
Correct.
Even if you do at one point, there's going to be more things later. Hell, I mean, this is going to sound weird coming out of me, but I've even like kind of lost touch with Monster Hunter World. I still love it. It's still one of my very favorite games of all fucking time, and I plan to get back into it at some point. But I haven't really played it much since like the month Iceborne came out, and I keep seeing like on their Instagram feed or on their Twitter feed and stuff like, oh, we've added a new monster, we've added another new monster, there's another event going on, there's this, there's that. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so far behind. Like, there's so much shit that I already like haven't even delved into.
Yeah, I mean it's almost delving into that games as a service type thing where there's just so much shit going on all the time that you like have no clue.
I've already put like 500 some odd hours into that game, and that's more than I ever entertain with any other game, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, but a lot of these things are a massive, massive grind. Ethan just said The Sims. Sims is a prime example of that. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
But everyone has to find some sort of like pull to it, though. That's what it is. If you can't find the pull or the charming, and you said it was charming, Animal Crossing.
Yeah. You have to find the allure that basically draws you in for these games.
But for some people, that allure doesn't exist because there are different types of gamers that like different types of things.
True.
And my initial thing.
Some people love that fact that there's like endless possibilities and MMO or whatever and WoW. And I mean, that's totally cool. But like, for me, I have an attention span that ends at a certain point.
Right.
And I like personally, I prefer a tight linear story based experience over like an open world game even. And I hear people like say like, oh, that game's too linear. I'm like, wait, what game's too linear? I want to play it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's a clear example of where you're supposed to go and how you're supposed to get there.
And it's a very tailored experience usually.
Well, which one was it? Final Fantasy. There was one of the Final Fantasies I played, and it was linear, and I was shocked because
13.
The other ones, I think it was 13. It was so linear. I was shocked, but I was also like, damn, there's no question on where I have to go. The path only goes that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
that game was maybe to a fault. But,
well, yes, but it's it's the best example.
That is a good example though of that.
Even right now, Final Fantasy VII Remake, a lot of that's quite linear.
It is very.
It really is.
Yeah.
I love that about it.
Right, and I do too. I found that I was enjoying it more. And speaking of that, I'd like to say something real quick about that. But I was enjoying it more that it was linear. A buddy of mine has been texting me quite a bit. His name's Jeremy, real cool guy. And he's been playing it on like super hard, like the hardest mode.
Right. Hard. That's
hard.
what it's called. It's
very hard.
Yeah, it's just hard.
And he said
just
every
going hard.
fucking battle is like a war. He's like, it takes so damn long. And he's sending me all these text messages, and it's really funny. He's going through these massive amount of emotions on these text messages, and I feel for the guy. I would never do it, but bravo to him. He's on chapter 17 right now, and he said this is like one of the hardest things he's done in a long time when it comes to an RPG game.
I pretty much beat the game, and then I went back to revisit Persona 5 Royal until I platinumed that, and then I'm going back to Final Fantasy 7 again.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, as soon as Tony beats Final Fantasy 7, hey Tony, hey, you're awake.
Hey, buddy.
But as soon as Tony beats Final Fantasy 7 remake, we need to have like a fucking spoiler cast about it
I agree.
because I want to talk.
I agree.
I want to talk about the ending.
There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
So much to say about the ending of it. I want to talk about it, but of course I don't want to spoil
I
it.
think I'm still at the train graveyard.
Yeah, well,
You have a ways to go.
You mean the
saying
beginning?
whenever you do get there. It's like maybe what, a third? of
It
the
took
way
me
through?
39 hours and 40 something minutes.
It took me about 38 hours.
Yeah, just shy of 40. I don't remember exactly the number, but
yeah. I only
way.
remember that because I just did it a couple days ago. Well, a week.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I was actually the
week
first
thing.
of the three of you, or of the four of us, to beat it. Just
You were.
because I literally took a couple of days off in a row, and I like played all of it.
I
mean-
recorded the whole thing and I was going to put it on YouTube, but then I'm like, I can't. I don't know. It's something about spoilers.
It's amazing that I found time to beat it, being, Mr. Essential Worker Man and working ungodly hours. But that was one game where I'm just like, even when I got off work and I was dead ass tired and just like,
Hour a
ready
night.
to pass
Hour a
out,
night.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
seriously.
just plugged away at it. I came home, fucking helped my son with his schoolwork, then drank myself into a stupor and started playing.
But everything
I
about it
mean-
was good, though. That's the thing. It was
Oh, yeah,
insane.
It was so
compelling
so
from
good.
start to finish.
Yeah.
The characterization was just
Yep.
so
I have to agree. It's going to be one of my favorite games of the year.
Robbie
So fucking good.
Robbie said, I played over 100 hours of Monster Hunter World and absolutely loved it, but would never go back to it. New content doesn't have a draw for me because the grind and repetitive rarely hooks me in that way. That pretty much explains it, yeah.
I get that.
Yep.
I mean, for a while, Monster Hunter World, just because of what an avid Monster Hunter fan I have been since like 2005,
Right.
or whenever Monster Hunter Freedom 1 came out on the PSP, which is only the second Monster Hunter game, and it's basically just a remake of the first game. I've been a fan of Monster Hunter since then. So, I mean, when World came out, it was everything I wanted out of the franchise, and I was just so about it for a couple of years, and that's longer than any game ever holds my attention. But it just got to a point, like, after Iceborne came out, and then new content just keeps spilling out from Iceborne, and I'm just like, I need to take a break. I just need to get away from it for a little bit. And now it's to the point where it's daunting to even get back into it.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's coming from me, who, like normally tries to get people into Monster Hunter and tries to get people over that initial hump of like, I know it's a lot, but once you get past that initial hump, it's great. And even I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to have the motivation to get back into it. It's so much.
It's one of those things where I really enjoyed it while we were playing it all together in a team, but I would never play it alone. You know, just one of those things. But it was a good time while it happened. But a lot of times there has to be a pull. There has to be some sort of pull. And if it's multiplayer, you're never really likely to play it alone. That's just one of those things. I got a buddy of mine at work, and he's massively into Realm Reborn. And he's telling me about all these epic battles that he's into, and he's got a group of 8 people, and they prog every single week to certain battles and stuff. And I'm just like, fuck, man, I only did that once. I only had an actual guild once with Realm Reborn or any MMO, right. And it was a lot of fun, but it was a shortcoming.
Right.
Actually, Shane, one of our fans, that's actively a fan of Winter House and very active in the Discord, he was actually our guild leader.
We appreciate you, Shane.
We do appreciate you, Shane.
We really
You're very
do.
awesome. But it was a lot of fun, and I I always wish that was the case now, but man, fucking life, man. What are you gonna do? Fuck.
Fucking
Yeah,
life,
it's
dude.
true. So I gotta ask, guys. I know we've all been so busy, and with the COVID crisis being what it is, what have we all been playing recently?
I mean, like I said, I've been back to Persona 5 Royal. After beating Final Fantasy 7, Persona 5 is just my happy place.
Really, I agree with
matter-
you. I mean, you know
Yeah.
I do, Eric,
Yeah.
but I agree with you 100% in it being my favorite game of all time. So
yeah, it's definitely in like the top 5 for me. And it's the type of game where no matter how exhausted I am, no matter how I'm feeling that day, no matter what, like I can go play Persona 5. Unless sometimes if I'm like right at the start of one of the long palaces, like if I gotta start
Yeah.
Okumura's palace, I might put that off for a couple days. Be like, do I really feel like doing that right now?
Exactly.
But
Right.
other than that, like Persona 5 is one of those games that just makes me feel good. I can play it all the time. It's always there for me. Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I adore it. I fucking love it
It
so
was
much.
so
but
good,
Yeah.
it
man.
also
It's
so
pisses me the fuck off sometimes.
We'll talk
And
about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I have noticed that there are moments where, like, you know, I'm just like, I come home from work or something, I'm exhausted. I'm like, I'm not in the mental capacity to do Final Fantasy 7 Remake right now.
Yeah.
It's just,
I didn't want to finish it so damn freaking fast, but I had to
Yeah.
because Jeremy wanted to talk about it. So if we do a podcast, we should bring Jeremy in too, because he is the biggest
fair.
Final Fantasy fan I've ever met in my life, hands down.
that's fair. That's fair.
No one,
Yeah.
I don't
no
know
one in
Jeremy,
my-
but come on down, man.
no one in my life knows more about Final Fantasy than he does. And Jeremy's he used to be my old roommate. He's actually technically one of the very first, like him and I, a year before Tony and I even met, started like a little bit of a gaming thing.
Okay.
But he works so damn much, it just wasn't a possibility. Like
So
a
I
lot.
can relate. I can
Tony,
relate to that.
what you been playing, Tony?
Oh, I mean, shit.
Half
Great
Life.
game.
I've been playing Dark Souls 2 again for the 800th
Oh yeah.
time. So what do I know? I'm
So why
clearly
not?
insane.
Dude, why not?
So
And you've been streaming Half Life, which is awesome. I love that.
yeah,
I really enjoyed.
Yeah, that's
actually,
cool. That's real
forgot
cool,
Black
actually.
Mesa existed.
Yep.
It's often forgot about.
Well, it shouldn't be. It's great, but I actually bought Half-Life Source, thinking that it was Black Mesa. And
Source is the one I have.
then I had to get my first Steam refund on it, and then I picked up Black Mesa, and like after playing like 3 hours, you forget that it's a fan remake. Like completely forget. That's how good of a job they did. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so I'll be streaming the entire Half-Life saga, and that's gonna fucking take a while.
Yeah.
And,
'Cause
Yeah, dude.
you got a solid
my
goal,
God.
though.
Yeah.
Me, I'm always like, I don't know what I'm going to stream. I can tell you basically what Kelly and I have been doing. A lot of
Yeah,
SnowRunner.
Runners.
I mean,
A
we've
lot
been
of
doing
fucking SnowRunner, man.
we've been doing a lot of SnowRunner, but like JRPGs have been consuming my life recently. Like Eric mentioned, I just platinumed Persona 5 Royal, so I was pretty stoked about that. Absolutely loved it, all the new content they added. But I've also been playing a game called Sakura Wars.
What is it?
Oh shit, Soccer Awards, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I've
the
seen
hell that
ads
is.
for that, but I haven't actually. I've been curious about it, so please do tell.
Yeah. Okay, so it is absolutely amazing. The combat. Okay, so it's an interesting game. It's a very JRPG game and like stat based mechanics and stuff like that.
It's a
Managing
lot
stats,
of anime
but
waifus.
anime. Oh, so many anime
Is that-
waifus, dude.
That's what it is.
Dude, it's basically like a JRPG mixed with the Persona 5 dating sim type thing.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I'm picking Eric's interest.
Wait, you were doing Secret of Mana, too. But yeah.
I'm
yeah.
intrigued.
That's coming next. That's coming next. So it's basically, you know, it's very combat heavy and where you're fighting with mechs, and the combat is actually really smooth and really fun. But at the same time, it kind of has that Persona 5 vibe where it's very dating sim heavy and very dialogue heavy, as opposed to like, you know, dialogue choices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Good.
it's a lot of fun. Honestly, I did not think I was gonna like that game as much as I have, and so far I'm in love, dude. The soundtrack's amazing. What more could you ask?
I mean that's part of why Persona 5 is my happy place, I guess, is because like it's super engaging, but it's not very demanding most of the time.
And that's how Sakura Wars is. It's not super demanding. Even the combat is just smooth, and it kind of comes naturally to you.
I thought you were saying Sekiro Wars, and I'm just like, what is that?
No,
like a new thing
Dave,
in that fucking game?
No, Dave.
You gotta use your shinobi execution on the anime waifus.
When it goes on sale, I suggest everyone checks it out, because if you're looking for a good JRPG, it's a good one to go to because it's just relaxing. After a long day of work where I just feel like I want to blow my brains out.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, being heavily honest. But yeah, going back to that, it's a good game.
Works tough.
Then
that's I'm glad to hear that, because like I said, it's been on my radar, but I didn't know anybody who's played it or whatever. So that's
honestly
good. Glad to hear that.
I downloaded it the day after it came out, and I was like, I made a really good decision. And yeah, I just basically made it on a whim. Sing me the song of your people, Eric.
I need to actually learn some songs on this thing.
I got a book on it.
My wife bought me this like 6 years ago, and I haven't been able to find it for years. I just found it in the closet the other day. And yeah, it came with a book. I don't know where the book is. It did come with a book with some songs in it. I get to learn some songs. Maybe by our next podcast, I'll have some jams for you guys.
I want Sandstorm by Darude. Flutter us away.
I'm already a pro at the ocarina.
It just sounds like a loon. I mean, you can go out to Coldstream on a Sunday morning and just hear that same exact sound. There's a bird over there playing an ocarina.
So on top of Sakura Wars, I've also been playing Trials of Mana, which is absolutely amazing. It's an amazing remake. They redid everything, and yeah, I mean,
I gotta get that because I haven't played it for a long time. But you showed me a little bit of it today, and it was beautiful.
If you're a fan of the Mana series, you have to do it. If you aren't, to do it.
Why not?
Why not?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why not?
Stop it.
What are you gonna do?
You're embarrassing yourself.
I mean, why haven't you played that? It's an essential JRPG, and if you haven't played it, then you're wrong.
Right?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? Sure. Okay. All right, guys. That's our time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for hanging, chilling out. We have absolutely nothing in the works for the next forever except streaming and the podcast every other week. Usually we talk about Bangor Comic and Toy Con or all this other shit we do, but we haven't done any of it because, COVID.
And maybe I'll stream again sometime this year. Who knows?
Maybe. Yes.
Hey,
this guy.
Florida should be opening back up soon, Eric. So,
dude, I need to get my Sid Watkins fucking. I gotta get my fix. You know what I mean?
I mean, Florida's barely closed because it's fucking Florida. Like, it's whatever.
It's barely closed. There's still guys outside licking the fucking light post. There's still bath salt zombies and alligators roaming all over the place. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's a miracle I haven't gotten sick. Knock on wood.
That's true. Yeah.
No. Yeah. My son's school semester, of course, his school year is ending soon. In a couple of weeks, I believe. So once that comes to an end, I should be able to stream at least sometimes until I don't know what next school year is going to bring.
He doesn't know. Nobody knows.
I don't know nothing.
Nobody knows.
I don't know nothing. But when I come back, I want to come back with a bang. I'll probably put up a poll or something. I know a lot of people have requested that I play Doki Doki Literature Club. I've been
that's a good one.
Play that
that's a
anyway.
That's a good one.
I've been putting off playing it just because I thought, like, what if I want to stream it one day? And a lot of people have asked me to stream it, so maybe I'll do that. Or I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm just.
You can do whatever the fuck you want, man.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out after I figure out when I'm going to be able to stream.
That's right.
Then, like I said, I'll probably put up a poll then and let Let the people decide.
Let the people decide. That's right. All right, you heard it, guys. Eric is going to come back with bangs. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for the Gaming Podcast. Have a great day. Peace.